being president of Delta Council is an honor, it is a job, and it is a tremendous responsibility. Delta Council complements all of the regional towns in the Delta as far as it is the Delta Chamber of Commerce, so to speak. I think you heard today some of the issues that Delta Council tackles. They tackle obviously Farm Bill, transportation, education, goodness, flooding. They just got a lot of issues and all of them affect the Mississippi Delta. And Delta Council is an advocate for all things that affect the Mississippi Delta.
And are you in the agriculture business? Or?
I'm in the agriculture business. I'm president of a 103-year-old company that services the farmers in not only the Mississippi Delta but also in East Mississippi.
Okay. And what's the name of that company?
That's the name of that company. It's Wade Incorporated. We're a John Deere dealer and have been in business since 1909.
Okay. Are y'all here in Cleveland? Or?
We have a store here in Cleveland, in Greenwood, and Clarksdale, and Greenville, and Indianola, and Batesville, and Grenada, and Columbus. And
what do you hear from the agricultural community? What's their biggest challenge this year?
The biggest challenge in the agriculture, obviously your commodity prices aren't a challenge, but they're very important. And right now, for the most part, the commodities are good with the exception of maybe rice and cotton, which are big crops in the Delta. Challenges are always going to be the weather. When you're farming, weather is always a challenge. But and that's probably two of the biggest challenges.
Did the governor say anything you want to comment on? Anything? I know he talked about a lot of stuff. He talked about levees getting decertified. He talked about East Mississippi Rail coming here, deep ports.
And well, I don't necessarily want to comment on them other than say they're all very important. Anything that, whether it's highway, rail, that will bring commerce either to the Delta or through the Delta will benefit from it. And so all of those are encouraging. They aren't necessarily new, but they're very encouraging that the governor has that on in his radar. I'm from Tunica, Mississippi.
What's different about Tunica now that, I mean, you've been a businessman there for many years. What's different? What's the same?
Everything is changed except the town of Tunica is just about the same boundaries and same population, but everything is changed due to the casinos and mechanized farming.
And you've been coming to the Delta Council since, what was your first year?
Probably 1950.
What, do you remember that first meeting? What were some
I
of the
do.
issues?
The main thing that I remember about it was the number of people that came. The large crowd attracted all the farmers tried to come then, and they had ladies had a style show that was very prominent, and all of them enjoyed that. That was one of the big things of it. And the speakers, they always had a nationally known speaker.
What kind of speakers have you gotten to hear over the years?
Oh, Werner von Braun and Vice President of the United States, Secretary of State, all of the very prominent men that made wonderful talks and came to the Delta to meet with us.
And what do you like about Delta Council? What keeps you coming back all these years?
Well, because of the job they do for the farmer. And that's the reason that everyone comes and supports the Delta Council.